Alright, I'm going to make a little video to show you how to solve quadratic equations by completing the square. Maybe you could use it as a refresher, or if you miss class or something, it'll help out. So these are the steps, and the steps don't really help very much until you actually do some problems, so let's just get right to it. Alright, so first one, solve by completing the square. So first thing you have to do is you have to make sure that you move the constant over to the right hand side. Right now the constant is already over on the right hand side. So now we can move to the next step, which is to add that magic c. So x squared plus 4x plus blank equals 12 plus a blank. Now that magic c is the number that we put in this blank that creates a perfect square trinomial on the left hand side. The reason why that's so nice is because it factors amazingly well once it's a perfect square trinomial. So there's a technique for figuring out what number to, I'm trying to change the color on this, okay, for figuring out what number to add. So I'm going to say it's always going to be half of the b squared. So that's 4 divided by 2. That's how you get half. So 4 divided by 2, and then you square it. So that's 2 squared, which is 4. So that is the magic number. We're going to add 4 to both sides. Always do the same to both sides. Keep it in balance. Now what's great about it is that this side becomes a perfect square trinomial. So it factors always as x plus some quantity squared. In this case, it's a plus because this is a plus. And then you just have to figure out what the square root of 4 is, so that's what goes here. It's 2. Also, it's going to be, the number that goes here is always this number, same number, before you squared it. So it's x plus 2 squared. Either way, it's exactly the way that this thing factors. It's x plus 2 times x plus 2, that's what equals x squared plus 4x plus 4. On the right hand side, that's 16. And now we just need to take we're trying to get the x by itself, so we need to get rid of everything else. So we need to get rid of this, and so you can take the square root, which is the inverse operation of squaring something. So on the left, that's x plus 2. And then on the right, that is plus and minus 4. And then we need to solve for x, so we're going to subtract 2, that cancels out. So we have x equals negative 2 plus and minus 4. Now negative 2 plus 4, that would be 2, so that's 2, and then negative 2 minus 4, that's going to be negative 6. So we get 2 answers out of this. Alright, next one. So first thing we want to do here is we want to move the constant over to the right. So we're going to subtract 24, subtract 24. So we're going to have x squared minus 14x plus a nice blank equals negative 24 plus a nice blank. So we're going to look for that magic c. So it's always the same. It's going to be this number divided by 2 squared. So that is 14 divided by 2 and squared. So that's 7 squared, which is 49. So 49, that's the magic number. And we need to add that to both sides. And then on the left hand side, this factors amazingly well. It's always going to be x plus or x minus. In this case, this is a minus sign, so x minus 7 squared. On the right hand side, that's going to be 25. And now we're trying to solve for x, so we're going to get rid of the squared by taking the square root. So that's going to be x minus 7 equals plus and minus 5. and then we're going to add that 7 over. So x equals 7 plus and minus 5. And so however much work you want to show on that, but you can see that x equals 7 plus 5, which is 12, and then x also equals 7 minus 5, which is 2. So your answers are 12 and 2. Okay, I'm going to show you this next one. So we're going to move the constant over, so it's going to be adding that 5 over. So we have x squared minus 2x plus a blank equals 5 plus a blank. So we're going to look for that magic c. So that's taking this middle number, so it's 2 divided by 2 and then squared, so 1. So we're going to add 1 to each side. That's the magic number. So the left side factors awesome. So x minus 1 quantity squared. On the right it's going to be 6. And then our next step is to take the square root of both sides. So on the left side it's x minus 1. On the right side, 6 is not a perfect square, so we just say plus and minus square root of 6. Then we just need to add that 1 over to the right hand side. So I'm going to say x equals, and it'll be a 1 plus and minus square root of 6. So those are your answers. Those would be the exact answers. One answer is 1 plus radical 6, and the other answer is 1 minus radical 6. If you needed decimals, you could get decimals. So I think that'll do it for completing the square. Okay?